She's from Apollo Gleneagles Hospitals, Kolkata, and we are live discussing the relevance of preventive health care, health check. Ma'am, good morning.
Good morning.
If you would like to address our audience.
Good morning, everyone, friends, viewers. I am a consultant in the Apollo Health Check Department, Apollo Gleneagles, Kolkata. We usually have a number of people crossing our door every day, huge number actually. This is the pre-COVID era we are talking about. Right at the moment, the footfall has fallen, but still picking up now. Health check is very important. You must have realized by now, and that is why we have so many people coming for health check every day. So we can start now. If you have any questions for me, or how do you go about?
Ma'am, you said health check is important.
Yeah.
If you could just elaborate why it is important and maybe the eligible population who should have health checks.
Okay. Right. What do we do during a health check? When a person comes for health check, the person undergoes a number of tests, investigations, and a lot of interventional measures whereby underlying medical problems can be identified. Usually the healthy population comes for health check, or people with chronic diseases. People who have any acute problem goes and seeks specialist care straight away from the relevant departments. So basically, to keep ourselves healthy, to identify any underlying problems that we're not otherwise aware of, we need to have health checks from time to time. Eligible population can be any age, usually should be the adult population. For children, regular health checks might not be that important, unless the pediatrician thinks that it is important. Otherwise, it is the adult population we usually address.
Ma'am, what are the tests that are done for a health check?
It depends on the package basically. We have a number of packages. We have the Apollo whole body check, the primary Apollo health check, the primary package, executive package, depending on the package, the health check, the investigations are done. But the basic investigations are a number of blood tests, including the hemoglobin, the lipid profile, the thyroid function test, the liver function test, to identify kidney problems. We also have ECG, treadmill, echocardiogram to find how the heart is functioning, X-rays, ultrasonography, which identifies any problem inside the abdomen, and a number of other tests depending on the package.
What is the ideal frequency of health checks for a regular adult?
Again, it depends on if the person has any chronic illness. Suppose a person is diabetic. For this person, the health check might be at a more frequent interval. But usually, in a more or less healthy person, annual health check or even once every 2 years should be fine, I feel.
Does cancer screening come under these health checks?
Partly yes, because most of our health check packages have the pap smear for women, and we know worldwide the incidence of cervical cancer has markedly reduced where the pap smear has actually been implemented. In India, the government hasn't implemented the pap smear package in any government schedule, but it is done in patches like in Apollo. Most of our health check packages have the pap smear. Also, breast cancer, which is the commonest cancer in India, in women, is also screened by either mammography or ultrasound scan of the breast. Likewise, for prostate cancer, PSA is done, and a number of other tests are also done. Yeah.
Considering the current situation, we have a pandemic and people are scared. And they're scared of coming to hospitals. But health check, as you said, is very important. It allows them to uh, be a judge of their own health setup. So, what would you suggest to these people who are scared to come to hospitals regarding health checks? How safe is it for them to visit the hospital? And why should they not be scared if it is important at this point?
every possible measure is being taken by Apollo to ensure as much safety as possible. Like the footfalls have decreased. And we are also recommending that unless you feel it is absolutely necessary, to avoid. For every person coming, previously maybe 3-4 people would accompany the person. This has been reduced, either the person alone or maybe one person accompanying. Okay. Also, wearing masks within the compound is mandatory. Sanitizing at a frequent interval is done. Checking the temperature, every other all these things are done. Now a person has to weigh, he has to balance actually the necessity for coming to the hospital for a health check or staying at home with the ailment. So you have to decide. Basically, a lot of people are very, very scared, but we see a lot of people gathering on the roadsides chatting without masks as well. So it's basically the balance and how educated you are about the entire thing.
Since we are talking about tests, be sure that there are results that come out of tests. Now, few results are normal, few results might have some abnormalities. So, how are these results dealt with?
Okay. We, the consultants in the health check department, usually have consultations, post checks as well with the results, so that we can implement certain measures. The other thing is the lifestyle counseling, which is very important, I feel. A lot of life measures are actually given to them, a lot of ideas are given, booklets are provided, whereby you can change your lifestyle for a better life. Specific appointment with specific consultants also done. Some within the package, some are advised out of the package depending on what is found out.
What is the role of screening in COVID 19?
Right at the moment, because I feel the government or any country actually cannot provide 100% screening. 100% screening would be ideal, but it is not possible. Okay. Yes, if it can be done, we can identify. Herd immunity would generate faster, and we might approach something, I mean, a COVID free era faster. But right at the moment, that is not being done. So, yes, if you feel you have any symptoms or you are in contact with anyone who is positive, please make sure that you have the COVID screening done through your doctor.
And concluding this discussion, we understand that health is the primary uh, requirement of a person to stay alive.
Absolutely.
So, to our audience, if you would like to say a couple of things which they should know about regular health checkups, about a lifestyle that they should follow, so that the abnormalities in the tests do not appear, if you could.
COVID is an acute thing. Likewise, there are many acute diseases which we are aware of. But the underlying things, there are a number of underlying um, happenings which we are not really aware of or which we try to overlook, like obesity. This is actually eating into our society, and if you don't maintain the right kind of BMI, which is the body mass index, the amount of fat in your body, a lot of problems ensue, like your heart, your liver, a lot of other things which stop functioning as well. Okay. Likewise, there are many other lifestyle changes which actually are in your hand, which you can do. Eating healthy, regular exercise, keeping away from addiction, lot of things can help. And mental health, last but not the least, keep a happy profile so that you don't have any mental health issues. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your insights and talking to our audience today. And we are sure we'll get more questions related to our health checkup packages and how to get them. We are sure we'll get your team to answer that, and we hope to connect with you soon.
Thank you.